this week from a brewery up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, from Keweenaw Brewing Company, we have Red Ridge, which is a blood orange blonde ale, so kindly provided to me by Killers here. We were out not for work. We were out after work, and we were going to get this. It was on tap, and then the bartender came over and said, sorry, we're all out. And Killer really talked this one up. Really talked it up. We all were going to order it, and then they didn't have it, so graciously dug into the bowels of their fridge and gifted us a can. So we're going to be having this today. I'm excited. We've had a lot of just like dark, harsh beers recently. We had an IPA last week. We've had a ton of like spiced ales. A blonde is kind of that reset that I need. I don't know. It's kind of nice sometimes. I do love dark beers. Sometimes a blonde is just real solid. This beer did win. What did it win? The Community Award for Untappd in 2024 for this style of beer. Is that what that's saying? I don't understand what this tooltip is telling me. The Community Awards recognize beers rated highly by the Untappd community based on style categories. So this is a blonde ale, a golden ale, an American blonde. And this one was gold for 2024. 2 years ago, I guess. Bowels, it was right. Hey, I don't know about your fridge. I'm just saying it. I do really like the can art. I've never been to the Keweenaw. I don't even know if I've technically been to the Keweenaw Peninsula before. I've never been to the brewery. I have been pretty far up in the UP, in the Upper Peninsula, but I've never been up to Keweenaw. I think the furthest I've been is Ontonagon, one of my favorite towns to say. Niltiak's been up there, though. She was just up there in the fall. I'd like to get up there to go skiing at some point this year. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Slight hint of orange. It is a blood orange blonde, so it will look like a normal beer, but maybe a little darker. That's right, Narwhal. You guys actually went to KBC. I forgot about that. Let's see what. Whoa! Why is the camera so close? How did this happen? No. No, I have not. I've had a season pass there 2 years, but I've never actually been. Hoping this is the season that we go. Or just threatened it. Yeah, I've just threatened to go. I've never actually been. I've had the season pass 2 years now. Well, this is my second year, but fridge review. Oh man, we haven't done a fridge review in so long. Here we go. Look at this beer. It looks gorgeous. I didn't realize you lived right next to it. Maybe that's part of your affinity for it. Even though I lived very close to the brewery here in town, and I can't say I have a huge affinity for it. Okay. I lived closer to the brewery in town than 1.5 to 2 miles. There we go. Look at that. It looks so pretty. All right, let's give it a taste. 5.5% is a blood orange infused blonde ale. Average rating of 3.87 over just over 4,000 ratings. And it's a blood orange infused blonde. That's all there is to say about it. Cheers, everyone. Happy Monday. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting out of that. It's almost. Oh, there's a lot of blood orange to that. There's a lot of blood orange. That's nice. That's super good. It's weird. I think I was expecting like a thicker blonde ale taste. I think I was expecting something more kind of creamy. I wasn't expecting. It's almost like it's hinting at it being a sour. It's not, but it's hinting at it. It's teasing a sour. And the blood orange is just like, it's super punchy. I mean, it does not hide itself, which I'm a fan of. I like that. Did I actually take a photo of this before I took a sip? I think I did. I don't actually remember. I feel like I did. I did. Yeah, that's super good. That is super, super good. It's really strong blood orange. I like the taste of blood orange. Also, blood orange, I've had a few beers that they really missed the mark of the flavor. We had one, I don't know if it was last year, if it was 2 years ago in our Christmas beer swap, that kind of tasted like what I imagine table cleaner tastes like. You know, like that orange spray that they use to like clean tables. That's what I imagine it tasted like. It was not good. It was not good. But I do really like blood orange flavor. I cannot explain. I should be able to explain, but I cannot explain the difference between like a normal orange and a blood orange flavor. But it's distinctive. It is a very distinctive flavor and really good. It reminds me of back in the day. I don't know what day this was. Back in the day, I had a blood orange vodka. And who made that? It was if I saw it on the shelf, I could tell you what brand it was. Not obviously, like if I saw the brand, I could be like, that's the brand. I think it was Absolute. I got it from a friend. I also had a really good pear vodka, and that might have been Absolute. I don't know, but I had a blood orange vodka, and it was really, really good. It tasted amazing, and I don't know, maybe that's why. That's not why I love blood orange. It makes me sound like an alcoholic. Um, but yeah, I'm surprised that the kind of golden ale, blonde ale, let's say malt, creamy, thick. I'm hesitant to call it thick compared to a dark beer. I'm surprised that flavor isn't there more. I'm okay with that. But I do feel like it's a little bit. It's not like it's not a blonde ale. But I feel like when I think of a blonde ale, I think of something that's really wheaty. And it's pretty creamy and thick. Again, I'm using the term thick. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. I don't think I want to, but I am. Um, and I feel like this, it's not quite where I would say it's like a fruit beer, because those are very light. And it does still have a lot of deep complexity to it that I would not say like what's a fruit beer that I can compare this to? I want to compare it to like Berry Weiss from Leinenkugel's, but that's not a valid comparison. And honestly, most Leinenkugel's beers are just super light and approachable and easy to drink. And I mean, this is no exception. This is incredibly approachable, easy to drink. I might even put this one in the crushable category. And I think it's because it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that extra layer of like, you're not tasting the grains as much, is my thought. Like, I'm not experiencing the kind of, yeah, I've said it many times now, the malty, creamy kind of flavor that I anticipate out of a blonde ale. I do really love blonde ales. And it's reminding me, I'm reading this category. It's blonde/golden ale. One, I did not think those two were interchangeable. I couldn't tell you the difference, but I didn't think they were interchangeable. And it's an American blonde ale or an American golden ale. It's reminding me a lot of, and I would have to go back and actually check what beer this was, but I had a non-alcoholic golden ale at some point, whether it was last year when I was doing Dry January or a non-alcoholic beer review. But it's reminding me a lot of that it's almost, it's not a light beer. It's 5.5%, so it's not like legally considered a light beer. But it is, boy, it almost tastes. Here's the thing. I always have a hard time explaining what a non-alcoholic beer tastes like, because there is a noticeable difference in how the beer drinks and how it tastes, but I can't place the flavor. But it is very obvious, okay, what is missing is alcohol. That's what the flavor, but how do you describe that flavor? I don't know. And the odd thing is, I feel like because of how crisp this blood orange flavor is and how it kind of masks some of the more beer flavors, it almost seems like I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer. And it's not even like a 4%, low 4s, even high 3s. I mean, it's still 5.5. That's average. But it is crushable. It's crushable to its very core. I love the flavor of orange. What got you so excited, Libby? What could I have possibly just said that made you so excited? I was muted? Definitely wasn't. I've not touched the mute button this entire time. No. I do not think saying it drinks like a non-alcoholic beer is a detriment, because when you actually sit and think about the flavor, it's like, okay, yes, I can taste that flavor. I bet this would make a really good NA though. I got a call, officially got a job offer. Yay! Oh my gosh, congrats, Libby. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. I will drink to that. Congratulations. Oh man. That's just I was going to say the highlight of the week. That makes it seem like it's not that big of a deal. That made the whole week. That's fantastic, Livy. All right, Red Ridge. Let's start writing this review. I don't even think KBC makes an NA. They make root beer and a seltzer. I feel like I've had their root beer before, actually. You know what I saw today? Cider Boys is making non-alcoholic cider now. Which, isn't that just apple juice? Like, I feel like that's just apple juice. Or apple cider. I do remember on a tour they said that they were starting to do that. Of making, like, everything into an NA. But with a tang. Yeah, of course. Alright, let me think about what I want to say in this review. I did not hear about the NA cider as why. I don't. Listen, the NA market's taking off. I don't know. It's gotten more and more popular every year. I'm not sure why they wanted to delve into that when they already have a full line of sodas, but I'm not sure, but I just saw that. I think I saw that on Facebook like yesterday. Yes, I think that was the tour we went on. Even though I could not hear a thing the tour guide was saying, I basically have the thing memorized. But I do feel like I remember hearing them talk about that. Yes, people are drinking less and less. That is very true. The thing is, they also have a whole line of sodas too, so I'm not sure why. But hello, Valden. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I did see what you built on the server, and I'm very upset that you would build something so scary and threatening on our good Christian Minecraft server. I am deeply, deeply distraught at what you would build. Almost sent you a photo of it. All right, I'm writing a review. I'm getting there. Huh. It's really funny. It's really funny, Valden, that I stumbled upon your house. Like the whole time I was like, I wonder where he went. Like I wonder where he started to do stuff. I went like I don't know like how long he was on, like how much he did. And then I was like going out to something else. I'm like, what's that over there? It was nighttime. I'm like, what's that over there? I don't know what that is. And I'm like, oh, there it is. Okay. All right. It's spongy and really covers up the that comes to. Yes, I believe Meg's house is right behind yours, Niltiak. That's actually not mine. That's Chromanos built that earlier in the week. Very brand new little beach house outpost. He built that. We'll talk about it when we get into Minecraft. He built that with the intention of it kind of being a house that anybody can stay in, as like a waypoint on like the other continent from off of spawn. So it is not a permanent base. It was just he was gonna start labeling them as outposts and then put something in the Discord like, if you stumble upon an outpost, feel free to help yourself to stuff in the chests, donate stuff to the chest. It's just kind of like a waypoint, so to speak. But only one bed. Eric and I did learn that the other night. There's only one bed in it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I have 93 more characters to this review. I'm getting distracted. Also, Valden, are you building the boat that's right outside of your house? I saw there was a big overturned boat right over by you too, but cool. I love boats. This server is definitely themed about like seafaring and the waters. I don't know. All right. I don't think that's a bad thing. This super easy. All right. That's more my house than the mine. Yeah, that's nice, Meg. I think actually that cherry blossom forest, Eric just planted that. So you guys can keep expanding it if you want. All right. All right. The hardest part of all this is going to be giving it a review, a rating. I'm going to say all those, but I'm also going to say the most important flavor profile. All right. One more sip so I can determine what I'm going to rate this as. I do really like blood orange. Look at that. It's almost gone. I got to save some for Niltiak to try. All right. I think I got my number. All right. Here's what I have to say about Red Ridge from Keweenaw Brewing Company. I said the blood orange is punchy and really covers up the malty, creamy wheat flavors that I normally expect when it comes to a blonde ale. But I don't think that's a bad thing. This drink's super easy. It's crisp, refreshing, and just the right amount of sweet. I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. And I said the flavor profile was orange, citrusy, smooth, light-bodied, sweet. I'm doing a lot. And the most important one, crushable. Let's get it checked in. All right, there we have it. We are really, really getting close to 650. We're at beer 648 now, if my camera will autofocus. Which it won't. It never does. There we go. 648. 650 is going to be upon us in 2 weeks, which is wild.
Here we go!
Nice.
Nice. Rob. Oh my God, Rob. With the 69-month. Did it not go off? Oh my God, did we both redeem it and then it didn't go off?
Then into the mouth. Nice.
I knew it was there. I knew it was coming. Rob, thank you.
Then into the mouth.
Oh, triple.
Nice.
Nice. Rob, thank you for the 69-month resub. I hope you're doing well.
Then into
Let's
the
get
mouth.
some. Oh, another one. I didn't realize it was on this scene too.
Nice.
I didn't know it would show up there. I had thought I'd have to go to the other one. Let's get some Bloodburbs in chat for Rob, everybody. 69 months. Insane. Thank you for your continued support. I hope you're doing well. Long time no talk. Hope the holidays were good for you. And hopefully 2026 is off to a good start. For everyone. I hope for everyone, but especially for you, Rob. Yeah, I said it's crushable. Real good. We're getting close to 650. In 2 weeks' time, we should be at 650. And I should very confidently be able to do that one on stream. We're going to a beer event on the 31st. And I'm definitely going to check in at least one, maybe 2 beers. So if we have one next week, Monday, and the Monday after, we will be at 650. So which means we're also getting really close to 666. New Minecraft servers live, Rob. It is online as we speak. You can go play on it right now. I might need to whitelist you, but you can go play on it. Anybody can go play on it. Go play on the Minecraft server, guys. Let me wrap up this beer review and we can talk about it. We gotta talk about it. I gotta go back. I'm jumping too far ahead. Thank you once again to Killer is here in the chat for giving me this beer. It is fantastic. You talked it up and you were talking a big game and it lives up to it. And I'm definitely going to go buy more if I can find it somewhere because it's good. It's real good and it belongs in the beer fridge in a permanent spot. It's that good. So thank you all for joining me this week's beer review. Tune in next week for another, I don't know what it's going to be yet, another mystery beer. And yeah, thanks again. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you next time.